Okay, so more information in your finals coming next week, or this at the end of this week, so that you can look at it next week. But I will tell you that the big piece that I want you guys to learn for the final is on page 172. It's called Moonlit Shores 7-7 right here. Okay. This one's a bit of a long one, but if you pace yourself and start early, it's not too difficult. The reason that I chose it was basically because I think that it covers pretty much everything that we've done this semester, and then has a couple additional things thrown in there that we haven't looked at, but we can cover with this piece. So what I would do first is we're going to do a pretty slow sight reading through it, maybe a little bit faster than what you're ready for, but play along with me, and then we'll talk about ways to practice that. Okay, so first, go ahead and take 15 seconds to start looking through it, and then when I say so, pause it and take as much time as you need to look through it. Okay, if you need more time, which I would suggest it, go ahead and pause the video. If not, I'm going to do some slow sight reading through it. So make sure you've checked everything like cloth, time signature, key signature, which we don't have any, but it's good to check. Don't worry about things like dynamics or tempo or any tempo changes or anything, okay? All right, so we're going to go about 1 and 2 and ready and go and. Okay, it should feel pretty long to you right now, especially if you took it that slow. So the main thing that I would say, get that initial sight reading through this week, and then start to make notes to yourself, like what sections are a little bit more difficult. It could be, you know, all of a sudden we change flats and measure or we have flats and measure 14. We're changing hand positions quite frequently throughout that line. So what I would do if you have trouble with being like, hey, I got to move from here to here, start practicing, you know, just shifting your hands to the different 5-finger positions in different measures. A couple of things to watch out for. Starting in measure 25, they clearly mark where which hand is supposed to play what. So for example, let me turn you back over here. That C in the bass clef, they have RH written under it, so your right hand should be playing that. And then the same thing in measure 29, when your left hand is going to come up here and play this first C and G, and then your right hand is going to take that over. An easy way to tell that too is looking at the beaming. So you can see in 29 that the left hand, the notes are supposed to be playing by the left hand, the stems go down, and then the right hand, the stems go up. That's typically how it's going to work. So then it'll be the same for measure 30 as well. And of course, the same thing applies to 25. The right hand is indicated by the stems going up. Okay? All right, so obviously that is not the tempo I would like you guys to play this. I'm pretty flexible about tempos, but I would like these to not go on for as long as this video has. So probably something closer to. Probably something about so 1 and 2 and moderato. It does not have to go really, really, really fast because that would kind of kill the mood of the song. But I would like to see people pushing to that. And if you're on a piano that allows it, doing as many of the dynamics as you possibly can. I understand some of you are playing on electronics, so it makes it a little bit difficult. But with that being said, see what you can do on your own. Okay? All right, so next video we'll talk briefly about the minor scales we're going to look at after Thanksgiving break.